YouTube. I just want to make a video about healthy coping mechanisms. I know Christmas is coming up, and for people recovering from eating disorders this is especially a very stressful time. It definitely is for me, and I know a lot of other people who are quite stressed about Christmas, because one big thing about Christmas is food, and yeah. So I'm going to teach you how to cope. And these things could also work if you suffer from depression or anxiety, which also could be an issue around Christmas, as I'm fully aware because of like family and the pressure to socialise. So the first coping mechanism I suggest is reading. It's really good to like just get into a different headspace and forget about what's going on for a while. I mean, maybe not a book about anorexia if that's what you suffer from. This is just the book I'm reading at the moment, and the other book I'm reading is on my Kindle, and I figured it'd be better to show a book than a Kindle. I actually really recommend this one if you're recovering from an eating disorder. It's not too triggering, and I haven't finished it yet, but I'm really enjoying it. Another coping mechanism could be doing that school, college or uni work that you were going to leave until the last minute, because I know most people do things like that. I know I used to do things like that. It will act as a great distraction. I mean, you won't be stressing about it come the end of the Christmas holidays. Also, you could start a scrapbook. I find this is good because you can put happy memories in it and look back, and it can help to cheer you up. Or you can like make a recovery page to give you motivation when you're really struggling. I have an eating disorder recovery page started in mine, and it looks like this so far. Another thing you could do would be to draw. I don't draw much at the moment, which is why I've had this sketchbook for years. I used to go through them by like the month, but in the last 5 years it's really great to look and see how far I've come and how much better I've got. And so if you don't draw right now because you think you can't, you will get better, and it is really therapeutic, really relaxing, and gives you a really great sense of achievement when you look back at your old drawings and realise how awful they were compared to ones you do now. Also find writing helps, so I just write in here if I'm like feeling really bad about something. Obviously sometimes putting things out on the internet, even though I do kind of use that as my outlet, it's not always a good idea, especially with eating disorders, because I'm worried I might trigger someone. So if something's feeling really horrible, or I'm feeling too horrible to post it on the internet, knowing that it's going to be really triggering, I'll write it in here, and sometimes it really helps just to let the feelings out on paper. And another thing I do is colouring. I got this colouring book last year. I've only done 3 pages of it. Shows how regularly I use all of these coping mechanisms. But yeah, I haven't really needed them until recently. But I find colouring is really therapeutic, it's really relaxing. It's great if you're feeling anxious or you have the urges to binge or purge, because you know, it keeps your hands busy. And you could also paint your nails, especially if you're struggling with binge purge urges, because, you know, why would you want to ruin your nicely painted nails? Might help you. I know it's helped me when I've had urges to purge before. If you get on with your family, you could go and play a game with them, or you could go and watch a movie with them. You could go and help with Christmas preparation, like cooking Christmas dinner or desserts. Binging is something you struggle with, or if you struggle with an eating disorder at all, maybe you might not want to enjoy the cooking and help with the cooking, but if it's anxiety or depression you struggle with, that would be quite a good thing to do. Help take your mind off whatever's going on, whatever's worrying you, and yeah, just help you feel a bit better. Okay, and that is all for now. I will see you in my next video. I do apologise if at any point you heard my brothers. They are being really, really, really loud today. I'm sorry. Bye!